Hi, I'm Tommy Griffin, and I'm in the Film Degree program. For my podcast, I interviewed Mike Kelly, also of the Film Degree program, who specializes in art direction. What do you see as the role of visual arts in our mass mediated world, and particularly in your profession? I think that the role of visual arts in today's world has exponentially expanded in the past few years. Everything we see nowadays has been visually tested to see if it can grasp the attention of its market audience, whether it be a billboard to a movie. For film in general, I would have to say that we have unfortunately become pawns to studios. Almost everything made nowadays has the studio's hands deep within the creative molding of the film. Until we find a way for studios to take a step back and allow filmmakers to create films by themselves, we will continue to see million-dollar explosions and pathetic stories, which in my opinion is ruining the standing of film in the role of visual art. With new communications and media technologies, imagery is almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on the industry? Provide an example. I believe that this is having a negative effect on the film industry. People can now see things so quickly that it forces studios to crank out things quicker and cheaper just to keep their audiences entertained. Another thing would be YouTube. This misused site has ruined the value of visual entertainment for future generations. Let's be honest, when was the last time you actually saw something that seemed good on YouTube? It's very rare. This instant viewing has allowed people to reach their 15 seconds of fame even quicker, allowing for even more pointless creations that will alter the industry for the worse. What popular images do you see that are frequently rechanneled throughout the entertainment industry? The popular images that I see rechanneled through the industry most commonly would, at least for modern times, be remakes and or prequels. This doesn't just apply to film, as I've been noticing familiar trend following video games as well. Everyone's discovering that if they want to make another buck, they can just do a prequel or a remake the entire series. This can be good or bad depending on the director and if she is given enough creative control. If the director isn't giving the tools they will need, it is likely the project will fail. Same as if the director isn't right for the remake or prequel. Are there particular images that this industry has popularized and or created? Images this industry has popularized or created. Well, I'd have to say superheroes. I'm a comic fan, and to be honest, superheroes were nowhere near as popular as they are now, thanks to blockbuster films such as X-Men, Avengers, Iron Man, The Dark Knight, to name a few. The industry has brought these great stories to the big screen or that of a video game console, allowing for a larger audience and eventually larger profit, which will continue to more projects and more jobs. Who is your favorite visual artist and or what is your favorite style of visual art? I would have to say that my most influential artist would be Akira Kurosawa. I truly love his films. They just seem to grip me and pull me in on such an emotional level. I'm still not sure why. Whether it's his fantastic storytelling, his compelling characters, or just his style, I'm drawn to his films. My favorite art style, though, would have to be Renaissance style paintings. I'm just a sucker for the old world. They just seem to remind me of a simpler time, and almost the surrealism of the paintings add to their beauty, in my opinion. How has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process? I would have to say that my knowledge of famous artworks has aided me in my pursuit of success in this industry. I try very hard to incorporate what I learn or observe from famous artworks. One of my personal favorites is the Sistine Chapel, which I have used as my inspiration on many of my historical story ideas. I just find it to be a wonderful example of how to effectively combine artistic styles. Michelangelo was first a sculptor, not a painter, and it shows in his artwork. His paintings, the Sistine Chapel in particular, have an almost three-dimensional feel to them, as if they had depth and you can reach out and actually touch them. This idea of combining styles should be considered when making films, as we have seen here many movies do combine styles or genres, and these have usually been, with the help of a talented director, very successful.